Hello again. I hope you had fun drawing your hands. Now that you know all your finger numbers and your left and your right hands, I'm going to show you which hand plays where on the piano. For our special helpers, there are some PDF printouts that will be great to have on hand as we go through this video, so please be sure to print those. Thanks. Now I hope you're sitting at your piano or keyboard, and can you see all those keys? Now, with your right hand, I'd like you to play a few of those keys. See how far to the right you can go, like this. You can play a few keys at a time or one at a time. It's totally up to you. Do you notice that those notes sound high? Can you think of an animal that might make a high sound? Maybe a little bird or a kitten. Now, let's see if you can find some low notes with your left hand. Play a few and see how they sound, like this. So you're going to go all the way down the piano with your left hand, seeing just how low the sounds can go. Can you think of some animals that might make a low sound? How about a lion's roar or a big heavy hippopotamus? Why don't you get your special helper to press pause here and see if you can make some different high and low sounds on the piano. Be sure to tell your helper which sounds you're making and see if you can come up with some other animals. Once you've done that, meet me back here. In music, we have a very cool secret code. And in today's video, you're going to learn 2 new symbols that are part of that secret code. And the cool thing about learning music is that all the musicians all over the world, even if we don't speak the same language, we all understand the same code. So that means that one day, when you've learned the whole code, you can make music with anyone in the world because you'll be speaking that same secret language, the language of music. How cool is that? Okay, so here's your first symbol. This is called a treble clef. You might have seen it before, maybe at school or on TV or a picture when you listen to some music. Now the treble clef is pretty much like a secret agent because it has a very important task. That job is to tell all the musicians where to play. For pianists, the treble clef tells us to play the high sounds and mostly with our right hands. So while you're looking at this treble clef, you can make some high sounds. The treble clef is also used for other instruments that only play high sounds, like a violin or the flute. Or think of a lady singer. Her notes would also be in the treble clef because ladies sing high. Listen to these examples of sounds played in the treble clef. The piano is an extra special instrument because it doesn't only just play high sounds, it also plays low sounds, and we'll look at those and the secret agent in the next video. I'm going to show you a nice easy way of drawing a treble clef now. You start with a little dot and then you start drawing a nice big circle from that dot going all the way around, and then instead of closing the circle, you shoot up and do a cool curve coming all the way back down through the circle, and at the bottom you leave a nice big little curve to the left. Don't you think the treble clef would make a pretty cool racing track for your cars? Here's where you can press pause, and you're going to see if you can draw your very own treble clef on the printout. You can see you can draw your own and trace the ones that we've given you. Then, when you've drawn some of your own treble clef secret agents, you can join me in the next video to meet the treble clef's partner, double agent bass clef.